Hello, my loves. Welcome. This will be the 2024 horoscope for Leo rising. Please remember to always check the predictions for your rising sign first and then the ones for your sun sign. We're not using tarot cards, oracle cards, nothing like that. We're just looking at the chart and we'll see what are the major events of 2024 and how these will impact your life. Okay. Now, keep in mind, if you already know a little bit of astrology, keep in mind that if your rising sign is at a higher degree in Leo, you can expect some of these changes a little bit later in your life. And of course, everything depends on your natal chart as well. Okay. But in general, let's see. So, of course, the biggest event of 2024 is Pluto entering Aquarius. You probably heard that already. A lot of astrologists talk about it. Um, and let's see what that means to you. So that to you means that Pluto will be checking your relationships, okay? And for the next 20 years. And those will be your professional relationships, but also your love relationships, okay? Especially if you're married or in a long-term partnership, okay? Now, don't be scared of this, okay? Because Pluto in astrology, of course, represents dead, rebirth, the shadow side, secrets, obsessions, and all of that. So, initially when you hear you hear about Pluto dealing with your relationships, getting involved in your relationships, that can be scary. The thing with Pluto is that Pluto also heals, okay? Of course, it destroys first and then it heals, but it will heal eventually, and whatever needs to stay will stay. Okay. Um, but long story short, what Pluto in Aquarius means to you, brings to you, are a lot of power struggles between you and different partners. Okay, again, professional people that you do business with or your long term partner. Okay. um, with Pluto, a lot of hidden fears will come to surface. Okay, if you're married, if you're in a long-term relationship, it could be that one of you will get a bit more paranoid, fearing that the other one might leave them. Okay, so that could be you, um, starting to feel this need to have more control over your partner, thinking that what if they'll leave me just like my father did, just like my mother did, something like that. Or this could be your partner, okay, going through this, and it's not comfortable, of course. If you're single, you might meet people that will bring out the worst in you. Okay, people that will, um, you know, um, how do you say that in English? Will yeah, will awake. Okay, if that's even the word. All the possible jealousy within you, all the possessiveness within you, or you could meet people that are very jealous or very possessive. Okay. Um. Anyway, no matter, regardless of that, it doesn't matter who will be the jealous person, the controlling one. You have to think about where the jealousy is coming from. Okay. And it usually comes from a lack of self-esteem. Okay. It could be that, um, if you're the one that's jealous, it could be that you're not competent enough, because, I don't know, you have 10 extra pounds, let's say, right? Um, and if that's the case, just go to the gym. It sounds easier than it actually is, but that's just an example. Get, you have to take care of whatever the problem is. You don't have, your boobs are not big enough. I don't know, put some money aside and, you know, have a boob job or something. You're afraid that they're going to leave you because you're not making enough money. Focus on work and make more money. Of course, there are other ways. You can meditate, you can accept yourself the way you are, and that's the healthier way. But life's short. If it really bugs you, if there's something that really makes you feel uncomfortable, then and you can solve it with money, then I would say just go and do it. Okay. Um, also, Maybe if you're going to start feeling the need for more control because I know you couldn't control the fact that your parents had a divorce, right? You couldn't keep them there together with you. And that's why now you feel the need to control your partner, or the other way around. Maybe your partner is very possessive. Think about what happened in their life. And maybe that way you will understand why they feel the need to control you more. If it's, a lack of confidence on your partner's side, they don't believe in themselves enough, so they're very jealous and possessive. It might be a little bit harder to understand where the issue is coming from if they're not willing to discuss it. Okay, maybe they don't even know that. So it might be a little bit challenging. And if that's the case, well, the only thing you can do if you love your partner is to try to be more empathetic. Okay. Don't forget that the people in our lives are mirrors. Okay. So basically, what we like in other people, we like in ourselves. Their qualities are our qualities. You like very confident people, very, yeah, I don't know, how do you say that? Um, Charismatic people. You are charismatic as well. You just don't trust yourself enough, but you have that in you. But you also have to remember that what we dislike in other people, we dislike in ourselves. Okay, so keep that in mind before judging other people. It's like, maybe you're annoyed with your partner because they're too relaxed. You feel like they're too careless. You're the one concerned with money and holding the household together, and you see them and you look at them and you think that they're too relaxed. That's something that you have in yourself too. You would like to be more relaxed as well, but maybe life, you didn't let yourself relax enough. But there's the lazy side in you too. So those are just examples, but you get the point, right? So focus on your long-term relationships, and try to understand them. Try to understand people better, okay, before judging them. We shouldn't judge others, but anyway, the thing is, if all these tests are, you're going to pass all these tests, you and your partner, Pluto can actually bring you married. Maybe you're in a long-term partnership. You're going to have some trials, like I said. Not going to be super easy at first. There's going to be this need to have more control. But if you communicate properly and all of that with your partner, you might actually get proposed, or you might actually propose to your girlfriend after a few years that you've been together. So, Pluto could also bring that. Just keep in mind, it's not always awful, just initially. So yeah, you might get married, you might actually evolve with your partner. Maybe you were karmic partners, and now because you're evolving, you're gonna be soulmates, because that's possible too. Anything is possible, really. Okay. So that's with Pluto. Okay, focus on your relationships, try to keep an open mind, and communicate. Okay, and you will pass the trials that Pluto will bring. Okay. Then Saturn stays in Pisces all the year. That's also a lot of happiness that Saturn brings you too. Okay, so Saturn and Pisces for you guys can mean, and I'm not gonna lie, some blockages, some sexual insatisfaction, financial losses, after a divorce, or fear of death. That's what Saturn can bring you, being in Pisces. Okay, but don't freak out. But I have to tell you this ugly side too. Okay, so it could be one of these. Okay, again, sexual blockages or sexual insatisfaction, financial losses, stuff like that, ugly stuff like that. Now, those will pass too. Okay, with Saturn in Pisces, the only thing that I can see that you can expect that it's, let's say, not that bad is that you can inherit something with Saturn in Pisces. But you know how it is. In order for you to inherit something, someone must die. So maybe not. Let's hope it's not that. It's no amount of money. will make up for the fact that that person is no longer alive. So maybe if it's a very distant uncle that you never knew, and you'll just find out you've inherited a shit ton of money, but still, no. Anyway, but that's what Saturn brings. Just brace yourselves. It is what it is. It's gonna pass. Take it easy, okay? In April, you have to be careful about misunderstandings that involve foreigners. There are somehow some misunderstandings that are somehow linked to foreign countries. Maybe you have to go somewhere and there are issues with the paperwork, um, stuff like that. Or maybe um, arguments, legal issues, annoying legal issues. Maybe you have to go somewhere and there is a delay, or the flight gets canceled and you're not getting your money back or shit like that. You want to sue them, stuff like that, okay? Because Mercury will be retrograde. And when we have Mercury retrograde, there are a lot of stuff that don't go well, okay? Also in April, between the 15th and the 26th, there's going to be this big conjunction in Taurus between Jupiter and Uranus. What you can expect with this is growth in your career, okay? Your social status somehow improves, okay? You can get recognition for your work. People will praise you. Good stuff, okay? You might have the support of very important people, especially in the career area. So that's good. Okay, there are others of you that can actually have the wedding now in April. Let me know if that's the case, if you actually gonna get married in April. Now, second half of 2024, the number of your friends will somehow grow, okay? Maybe you'll get more followers on social media. I don't know, you'll join different groups, organizations, stuff like that. Cool stuff like that, okay? If you're not gonna get married in April, maybe take a look at the friends, just new friends. They're coming into your life because maybe there's one of them that's hot. And you never know, maybe you'll get into a love affair with one of these new friends, okay? You have to pay attention to the way you talk in August, because there's this risk of people not understanding what you actually mean, thinking that you're a bit arrogant. And there could also be some annoying discussions with your boyfriend, girlfriend, your partner, or your kids if you have kids, between the 26th of November and 15th of December, when Mercury will be retrograde again in Sagittarius. Okay, guys, this is what I had. Hope this helps. Let me know if you're feeling these energies already, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.